The Snallygaster of legend prowled the landscape of Frederick County, Maryland since the 1700s. In reports, this beast, almost dragon-like, appeared as a half-bird, half-reptilian monstrosity that lives deep inside the caves of the South Mountain. When venturing outside of its lair, this creature would need to feed. Its victims, the unsuspecting farm folk and children unfortunate enough to meet its gaze as it swooped from the sky, carrying them off to their grim fate. Good evening. I'm your host, Fraud Hurling. I observe as I travel, delving into the mysteries of the cryptids that call Appalachia home, where we find out if the myth matches the monster in the Cryptid Zone. In my research of the Snallygaster, I have encountered many individuals who have been unfortunate enough to come across these vile and dangerous creatures. In one such sighting, a raider by the name of Ricky the Turd Alvarez reported to myself this story.
I was out doing some scavenging, looking for a good place to lay low and wait for some marks to pass by. Over at the kitty corner cabins. You know, someone not too far from home. When I hear this noise, sounded like if a toilet had to clear its throat. I look up, and these things came at me like a frickin' Yao Guai on Psycho. I swear to God, that damn thing puked some weird crap at me. I mean, I'm no tough guy. I ran like hell back to Crater.
Well, I think we can all agree. Ricky certainly ain't no tough guy. Our next account comes from Beverly Solomon, located on a holotape I found in Sugar Grove.
Beverly Solomon, Cryptid Analyst, 10477. Snallygaster Witness Report. Another interesting tidbit from the locals, this time about the Snallygaster. This one's for you, Teddy. Alright, so the witness overheard a loud, shrieking sound and was rushed by a dark shape in the woods. It was leaping at them, or maybe flying. They took shelter in an old German settler's barn, and it couldn't get at them, which is what really interested me. It screamed and hollered outside all night until dawn, but they knew the 7-pointed star on the wall outside would keep them safe. Yikes. Guess I know what my next tattoo's gonna be.
This gave me the perfect lead as to where to find this creature and find out if the legends lived up to my expectations. And from here my journey took to the cabins, located in the scenic Toxic Valley, a place that truly puts the waste in wasteland, far flung from Appalachia's rolling hills and beautiful countryside. Once at my destination, it didn't take long to come face to face with the creature I pursued. But instead of a large dragonoid creature with features of a bird, I was greeted by what could only be described as a sentient nutsack, with malformed limbs and a case of halitosis that would make a bloatfly blush. Flightless, this poor creature is far from the intimidating visage I had imagined, and with my expectations somewhat dashed, I stabbed the beast 46 times for good measure. When confronted with this fact, this creature was not the legendary cryptid that had plagued Maryland for hundreds of years, but a mere mutated abomination. I ventured to an all-familiar place to those in the know about mutation, the laboratory at West Tech. Once inside, I explained to the supermutants my research, and was met with resistance, but soon discovered the information I had yearned for. Test subject AM-52, a forced evolutionary virus subject that fit the description of my Snallygaster, a cruel and twisted abomination that sadly had once been all too human. I assume, shortly after being created, they escaped into the wastes and began to wreak havoc on the populace. The conclusion? This Snallygaster is a definite target for extermination. Its twisted form allows its superior mobility, able to chase down anyone caught unaware with ease, as well as an ability to projectile vomit a corrosive substance from its grotesque mouth from a large distance. However, it fails to live up to the legend and is deemed to be low priority. That wraps up the first report of the Cryptid Zone. And I'd like to thank you all, as well as thank the members that support this channel. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.